Man, what have you missed most in the lockdown? I never thought I'd say it, but social interaction. I feel like this is the main thing. I went from being a complete introvert who hated going into school to being an extrovert who goes out every opportunity I get. One of my out-of-town friends, they were supposed to fly in right as lockdown started. We had planned for months and had to cancel their schedule to fly in next week. But I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm an essential worker. I missed out on being on lockdown, while many people I knew were made to take involuntary extended leaves away from their jobs. My hours actually increased and I was more tired than ever, wishing I could get out of work for a week or two. I'm of course grateful I was able to keep my job, maintain my income, and not have to change my lifestyle at all during the entirety of 2020. But I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't the slightest bit jealous of people who went for weeks staying at home doing nothing. Mine's the opposite. What I miss about the lockdown: no pressure to have plans or worry about dating. I really miss that one. One family. I haven't had the chance to travel to my home country to be with family since summer of 2018. Two, food and travel go hand in hand with me, and only past month did I get a chance to travel outside of the city I live in for the first time since October of 2019. Wearing a mask in public. Don't get me wrong here. I generally don't like wearing a mask, but I enjoyed the freedom of expression I was allowed under the mask. No more fake smiles, and I could make cringe faces during cringy interactions without people noticing as much. Concerts without question. I listened to heavier music, death metal, metalcore, deathcore, etc., and going to bi-weekly concerts kept my energy and excitement for life way up. No lockdown here. I work retail, open every day. Cause you know people need the essentials like paint plans, new drill, new lampshades, and of course Corona will never get you if you put new mulch down. Lol, if it was serious everything would have been closed. Socializing. My career had me around friends and meeting new people all the time. In contrast, I'm a huge introvert, homebody, and have difficulty reaching out to others. Lockdowns wrecked that, so now I'm a hermit. Gets lonely. Maine. Lockdown was kind of fascinating in the first month of the pandemic. Barely any cars on the streets, people being afraid of touching anything outside, people sitting at home and coming up with stupid games on Facebook, going out dancing at the clubs with my wife and our friends. It was a great stress reliever at the end of the week. Seems like a long way though before we get back to doing that. The ability to travel and live my life without it being hindered by the virtue signaling of others. Now traveling reminds me of being a child and needing to convince my mother to let me play outside. I'm not old, but I'm not young either. I finally have the time off and money to travel, and it's gone to shit. It's hard not to feel like life has it out for you when you just make it to the door and it gets slammed in your face. Lifting weights because my local gym was shut down and the owners went out of business. The Democrats are gains goblins. They caused me to lose a year's worth of hard work on my body. I watch a lot of sports and host tailgates. BBQ for my friends. It was rough having downtime and no sports on. Glad they're back for the most part. I miss playing Magic the Gathering in stores, talking to people and brewing. It's not the same at home on online clients. Tournaments were a big cornerstone of my socializing in the last few years, and COVID may have killed those for good. Bar karaoke. I'm quite an introverted person who doesn't try to draw much attention to myself. But one thing I absolutely love doing is going to a place during a karaoke night and absolutely letting loose on the mic. I love it. I love the energy from performing, and I live for the applause of the people in the bar, even if it's a small crowd. I miss the less traffic. Y'all who can work from home, go back home. I want to get to work in 10 minutes again.